She wrote in one of her goals. I didn't even make her write this. I didn't know about this until right now. She made one of her goals to help. So this is a beginning of a very crazy journey. My relationship is at stake. My life is at stake. My career is at stake. Everything's at stake. And I'm not lying, because literally a few months ago I quit my job. I worked at this nice remote tech startup doing finance and operations. It was nice, but I quit my job to pursue something that I'm really passionate about. I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I want to start a clothing brand, and I want to be a content creator. So that's literally what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to document every single step. Me trying to grow on Instagram and TikTok, me building out a clothing brand of myself, which I'll get into later. And yeah, like my relationship, lessons that I learned about life, I'll be documenting everything. Right now I'm sitting at like 32,000 followers. Yeah, right now I'm sitting at like 32,000 followers on Instagram. I got like 13,000 followers on TikTok. I've been posting about like relationship advice, life advice, but I'm slowly gonna start molding my personal brand, my Instagram, my TikTok account into more things about me. The whole goal is for me to be myself on there, for people to get to know who I am, and hopefully the different parts of me will be able to inspire people in different ways. In terms of the clothing brand, I didn't study fashion. I studied business. Maybe I know something about making a business or building a business, but I'm a newbie to this whole clothing line business. But it's something that I really want to try. And I want to make a clothing brand that is contemporary, avant-garde. You know, it represents something bold, something courageous, something fearless. And yeah, like I only got the name sorted and the logo sorted. I got some of the design sorted, and I'm making the tech pack right now. So today I finished filming 2 videos. As you can see, not the postcard, but the 2 videos beside it. And by the time you see this video, those 2 videos will probably be up and posted already. But yeah, that's kind of my routine. It's just everyday film, everyday script, everyday, edit, and then post. And my goal is to just post once every day, show up every single day, because that's the consistency is just the formula. On the other hand, I am making a guide. So I've been posting like relationship content for a while, just giving relationship advice because I've been in a relationship. I've done 2 years of long distance relationship, and then now we're like living together, so it's been like 2.5, more than like almost 3 years of dating. So I just share some of my insights online, and people seem to like it. It's one of the biggest reasons why I went viral and how I started growing. But yeah, I share my lessons online. I share my relationship, and some people come to me. So I think it'd be nice to package everything I learned, even some personal stories that I don't mention online, to people out there, and then probably gonna price it for a very affordable rate, like just $10-$20, and whoever wants to see everything, they can get it. The thing is, though, I don't want to niche down into relationships, and if you look at my channel, I've sometimes been able to grow outside of that niche, but relationships is still what I go viral most of the time on. But yeah, I don't want to niche down, mainly because I don't want to be trapped in just being the guy known for dating and stuff like that. I want to show and express the other parts of myself, such as being a business owner, being a first-time entrepreneur, having a track. I used to be a banker, I used to be an economist, I used to work a 9 to 5, so career-related things. I want to talk about, I grew up with a birth defect, short bowel syndrome. I want to talk about, having a healthy lifestyle, things like that. So I don't want to niche down, but at the same time, if you want to grow on social media, you kind of got to keep doing and rinse and repeat the things that work. So right now I'm trying to find a balance between what works, what's truly me. Since I don't have a real job, I try to work out every day or almost every day. I try to, spend extra time cooking for myself and my girlfriend. I live with her right now. But the biggest thing is right now is in a few months our lease ends. I might have to move back home to Toronto. I'm from Toronto, she's from London, which is where I'm at right now. I'm in London. Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole thing, like me relying on content and this business to work out, is kind of also my effort to say to the world that, like, if I'm gonna close this distance with her, it's not gonna be through a 9 to 5. Like, I have to find my own way of creating a flexible working environment. I have to find my own way of creating my own success, to make the relationship work, essentially. And people are always like, oh, why couldn't you just find a job in London? Why can't you just work and play it safe and stuff like that. And I could, but I've already gone through. I did banking internships. I was an economist. I cold call sales. I worked at a startup for a year and a half. I've done the whole work thing, and I just think there's no better time to start something, take a risk than now. And maybe it's selfish, but if I don't do this right now, like this is what myself is telling myself. What I'm telling myself is if I don't do this right now, and I just play it safe, and when I'm 40 and have a family and I'm happy, the one thing that's gonna make me depressed is I didn't take the chance. And what's worse is I don't even care if I fail. What's worse is imagine if I see somebody else do it and they succeed in everything, and I'll just be sat here with regret. And I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's why I'm starting. That's why I'm creating content, posting every day, putting myself out there. Creating this clothing brand, creating this YouTube video right now. This was essentially just like an intro video. Obviously, I didn't go too in depth about my content, my digital product, as well as my clothing brand. But as videos come, I'm gonna start explaining more and more. So subscribe to keep updated. I'll be posting everything I learn, all the downfalls, all the successes that hopefully come. And yeah, stay tuned. See you guys next time. Alright, I just finished filming another video. It's the next day. That's why I'm kind of fitted up right now. And basically last night I finished my first ever tech pack for this clothing brand. I can finally bring it to manufacturers. Let me show you guys. So I can't show you guys too much detail. That's why I'm like kind of far. But this is like the technical pack. Introduction. All the details in here, all the measurements, stuff like that. Like, I know it's my first tee. It's like my channel small, like no one's gonna copy or whatever. But yeah, I just did that just in case. Yeah, finished tech pack. Gonna speak to manufacturers. Gonna try to find some good ones and see where we go from there. So something my girlfriend and I did for 2026 is we got a diary, and this is like a diary plus a goal setting thing. So we have our goals set here, and let me just see what goals she wrote in. Oh wow. So in one of the slots for her goal, so like we kind of make the goals about ourselves because they're like our self-improvement goals. We look at each other and keep each other accountable. But she wrote in one of her goals. I didn't even make her write this. I didn't know about this until right now. She made one of her goals to help Vic in his clothing brand, and she wrote, "How can I help in any way? Photographer, ideas, design, graphic design, social media." Like, this is her goal for this year. She made that her goal this year. I quit my job a few months ago. I'm going all in on designing clothing brand, content creation, and I don't know. This is crazy because like this type of support, like you can't buy. Like this is something money can't buy, and I don't know. It's a moment where I feel so fucking grateful because I don't know. I don't have any money. I don't have like we live frugally together right now. We split the bills. I'm like at my like I'm just head down working right now, and she still decides to think about me. She still decides to care and like support me like this even when like I have nothing right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy feeling. It's crazy feeling. I don't know. And I'm just so grateful. But yeah. Anyways, like yeah.